Hey, how's it going, friends? I'm Darkoburi the Collector. Welcome to part 2 of this Sword Art Online unboxing. And now, as I promised, I've got new figures for you, also from Sword Art Online. But check out these EXQ figures, which are from a totally exquisite line. I had to split the video, though. Obviously, these are the traditional Banpresto pieces, and here we have some other exotic figures that, honestly, always catch the eye, especially the ones with the ladies a bit more revealed, which is why I have to separate this line into another video for a more detailed analysis. They're a good size, as you can see, and check it out, it's Asuna, clearly from different seasons, and we're going to unbox both figures. If you're ready at home for part 2 of Sword Art Online, buckle up and let's get started. What you always notice is that Banpresto always shows up, and we get the name of the figure. Check it out, one of them says Sword Art Online, on this side it's Memory Trick, and here it's Code Register. Obviously, like I said, Amazon Asuna here comes in a more battle-ready pose, and here we could say it's more of a beach outfit, something more relaxed. Of course, she even has her lunchbox, all set to enjoy the warm weather. And these two boxes, obviously, on one side are showing the spoilers for what each figure will have. On this side, you have the front and the back of the figure. Here we have the front, and it's the same figure shown on both sides. And of course, all the pieces come with their warning label. I didn't mention this earlier, but what surprises me is that it says it's for people over 15 years old. Obviously, it might have some pieces that, if they break, could be a hazard for little kids at home, so be very careful. And this is how both pieces look once assembled. Here, we literally just got the base, the figure itself, and as a special accessory, the weapon, which is the sword. Here, let's say we have Asuna from the first season, obviously from the first part of the video game, and here she's wearing what you could call her battle outfit. Obviously, in the series she's fully dressed, and remember she joins a Templar guild and they start forming their own group of people. Meanwhile, Kirito was left crying because the first group he was with got killed, and he was the only one who survived. And he runs into Asuna about 2 years later, dressed as a Templar, and she says, "Hey, join me," and he replies, "No." So, in the end, Kirito loses a bet where he's kind of figuring things out along the way. And here, Asuna, this isn't the outfit you usually see her in, but it's the one for the figure, looks like this. Obviously, her hair is, let's say, somewhere between reddish and brown, kind of more of a redhead color. It's really, really long, let's say it goes below her waist, and she always has these braids on the side. What I really like about these figures is just how vibrant the colors are on the piece. Even though in this case more skin is exposed on this figure, the colors still look really, really vivid. Comparing the silver that Kirito has on this side to the silver accessories that Asuna has, honestly, even though these figures are both Banpresto but from different lines, the silver really stands out more here on the Asuna figure. Basically, she has the upper body armor, obviously the waist armor, and then the boots, plus the forearm guards that go all the way down to her fingers. The sword also has a golden color here on the hilt, and the rest of the sword is uniform. On this side, she has another accessory at the throat level in red, which completes our Asuna figure. The base just has both feet inserted at the front and back, obviously at the toe and heel, but the base itself is completely smooth and doesn't have any additional attachments. What stands out here is the accessory she has on her forearms. Check out this Templar cross I was telling you about, the same one we're seeing on this piece. Like I said, here they had a little, let's say, adventure. They got involved with the Templars. Then Asuna asks for a vacation. And remember, this whole story wraps up when they reach the 75th floor. They don't even make it to the 100th floor to finish the story. But it's something that here Kirito, with his dual-wielding skill, manages to overcome. So, I'm going to let you take a close-up look at Asuna from the Banpresto figure in its EXQ edition right here on Darkoburi's channel. Now let's review this other piece, which is the second EXQ figure we have from Banpresto, obviously of the same character, Asuna. What stands out here at first glance are the ears. Check it out, here it already belongs to another season. I was going to say it was when they went on vacation, but seeing the ears a bit pointier, we can kind of infer that it's from the season with all the elves, where some really epic characters appear that we never see again. They only serve us, besides Kirito and Asuna, for that season. Then they just disappear, like Sanan. We see her all season and then not at all. What stands out about this figure is this extra accessory. It came with this part of the base. You attach them using these little tubes and they connect together. What for? To create the effect here for our figure. Here we have an Asuna that's a bit more vacation themed. Obviously, she's in a swimsuit and now, yes, with blue hair. Of course, we have the same braid here, the same ponytail that goes up, and the hair is, once again, really long. What I've said I really like about these pieces is the color. Check out how it goes from light to dark. It's a piece that's absolutely flawless in its colors, and obviously, aside from the swimsuit, Asuna isn't wearing anything else. Of course, here she just has a little detail, a small flower in her hair, and on her lower hand, she's wearing a ring. Because in the series, both Kirito and Asuna actually get married. I want to assume that it's the wedding ring, since they get married in the video game. She's already engaged to someone else who makes her life hell in another season. And here she just has this little lollipop. She has this small base, which is used to hold her hair in place so it doesn't, let's say, fall back. If you notice, without the little base, the piece starts to fall, so let's put the base here to hold it up. The base is used solely and exclusively for the hair. There's a tiny spot to place one of the hair strands, and that's how the piece looks when it's fully assembled. Let's check out the details of this second Asuna here on the Darkoburi channel. Let us know in the comments which of the figures you like best. Honestly, these EXQ pieces are pretty epic, but what brings them down a bit for our channel is that they come like this. So, we can't do that many reviews, which is why I had to split this mega and epic sword art online video into 2 parts. But give both of them a like, share, hit that love button, send lots of love, you know the drill. Darkoburi, peace out. Darkoburi. Darkoburi.